Hello. Well, my name is Christine, and I wanted to share my website, Get Through Burnout, with you. I have this website. I set it up a few months ago, and the reason I did this, well, you can see here about my About Me section. There's a very personal reason why I did this. First of all, in 2016, I went through burnout, and well, it was not a very nice experience, to say the least. This is, well, although it's 4 years ago and things may have changed over the last 4 years and maybe more support for it. When I went through it, one thing I really noticed is that a lot of people that surrounded me, like friends, acquaintances, colleagues, had not gone through it. And if you haven't gone through something, then sometimes it's hard to relate. But the thing with mental health issues, it's even harder to relate because sometimes people tend to think that we're making things up, that that we can just get over it, but you just can't get over it because with a mental health issue, this is something that controls you, and it's not something that you can easily control. You actually need help to heal from this. And when I went through burnout, I got a lot of well-meant or not so well-meant advice, some really rude advice as well, like, come on, get a hold of yourself, get over it, what the hell is wrong with you, things like that. And this only comes from someone who really doesn't know what you're going through. And so I created this website to have a forum of support for anyone who goes through burnout. It is a time where you actually really do need your friends. You need your friends to be there for you, to give you love and friendship in your life that you really, really need. But perhaps it's not always the best to get them too involved with what is going on with you, unless they really want to be involved and really, really want to help you and be there for you. Then yes, by all means. I also hope that people who are not going through burnout may have a look at my website and get tips on, what it is, what people with burnout actually really go through, and how they maybe can help if a spouse or a friend or a brother or a sister or a cousin or whoever that is close to them is going through it. Yeah. So all my articles are based on personal experiences. So let me just give you a quick disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not a psychologist. I am not a nurse. I am not a healthcare worker or a mental health care worker. However, I went through burnout for at least 2 years. It may have been longer, but my diagnosis, I was diagnosed with it in 2016 and I healed in 2018, but my guess is that my burnout had been going on way before 2016. The reasons for my burnout are plenty, and they had been piling up over decades, and so it was just, that explosion was about to happen. So when I received my diagnosis from the doctor, I wasn't surprised. I actually burst in tears because I knew very well why and what was happening. I mean, I understood. Because I knew deep down that I couldn't go on anymore. But why had I gone to the doctor? The thing is, burnout can affect you physically. And it did affect me physically. What happened to me was that for over a year, I was suffering from incredible pain, a headache, incredibly painful headaches. And they were so painful that I just knew that this was not a normal, ordinary headache. This was something else. And I was afraid of finding out. I hate going to hospitals. And I hate finding out news like that. And I preferred not to know. I didn't want to know what was happening with me. Even though I was taking a stupid risk, if it was a tumor, for example, I should have gone right away. I was afraid of finding out. But in the end, the pain got so bad. I couldn't hold off much longer. And so I went to the doctor, and I was terrified of having a tumor. And no, it was not a tumor, obviously. It was tensional cephalia. Tensional cephalia is an inflammation of the brain muscles. So basically, I had been running around with inflamed brain muscles for more than a year, and that was what caused me all that pain. So the doctor prescribed me pills to lessen the inflammation and to also decrease the pain, and they helped enormously. And I saw a therapist, and well, it was a path of 2 years of healing. The one thing I knew that I had to heal from this, I had to find happiness again. Happiness is your own decision, and when you're going through burnout, it's very, very hard to find your inner happiness. So I knew I had to heal, and I wanted nothing else than to get out of this long, dark tunnel. So now I am out of it, I have healed, and I have created this website. So this here is my first article. So I begin with how to heal from burnout, and I share some tips. First of all, I describe a few reasons, a few causes for burnout here. Here you see some other recent posts, and how can I help? And then, yeah, this is what I suggest, right? If you want to heal, it really depends on you and only on you. How much do you want to heal? And you have to do your part, right? I mean, I can give you advice, or the doctor can tell you to do this or that, or the therapist can tell you, do this, do that. But if you don't do it, then you're not going to heal, right? So a lot depends on you. It's like a teacher giving the knowledge to a student, or in sharing knowledge with a student, but if the student is not paying attention, is not asking questions, is not doing the homework or participating in projects, then how is the student going to learn? So the same applies to everything else in life, right? You have to do your part if you want to heal or achieve something, right? So here are a few tips. Take time off, which is very difficult for some people, and I totally understand that. I've been there myself. So I talk about that, what you can do if you cannot afford to take time off, okay? First steps of healing. What else can you do? Alcohol is a depressant. You should not drink alcohol as a relaxation technique. I know it has a calming effect, but it really isn't going to help you. Okay, so I talk about all that here in my article. Go for walks in nature. Not in town, not in a busy, stressful city, but go to nature, the beach, the ocean. I live close to the ocean. I live by the Pacific Ocean. So for me, it's easy to go to the beach, but not everybody lives near the beach. So you can go to the lake, to a river, a forest, anywhere where you can be just one with nature. Nature has such a soothing effect on you. And you should do this regularly. And then these are my recommendations. Of course, there's a lot more you can do. And so this is why you can see here on my website. So I have here home section, right? Road of recovery, about me, privacy policy, affiliate disclaimer. Affiliate disclaimer because I do promote I do share some books that may help you, books to help you find inner happiness, for example. Anything helps. I mean, they were a great help for me. So here's my about me, where you can read my story if you are interested in finding out why I'm doing this, what happened to me. This dog is a part of the story, this lovely little boy here. And this is me here. So I healed, in 2017, I'm sorry, I got the dates wrong. So you can see here from 2015 to 2017, I went through burnout, and then this is also important, the road of recovery. In here, I have made a list of every article I have published so far. And I've added the date. So this is an overview of all the blog posts I shared. And you can maybe read them in order if you like to do that. But you don't have to read them in order, but every article has tips and recommendations, and I really hope that they will help you. So this is, number one first, which I just showed you. So I started this website on June 9th. And then how to keep stress under control. Stress is a big problem at many workplaces, right? So how do you keep that under control? And not only at work, but also privately, with family, friends, with institutions you have to deal with, bureaucratic institutions. Well, you know what I mean, right? How to deal with the burnout symptoms and solutions, how to prevent burnout at work, emotional burnout recovery, long-term consequences of child abuse can also cause burnout. How to have self-love, part 1. How to find self-love, part 2. Self-love is incredibly important. High school burnout, how do you fix this? Top 5 meditation apps to help you relax. How does self-love help? Part 3. 11 jobs with high burnout rates. There's obviously many more jobs that have high burnout rates, but these are 11 jobs that really, really have a high burnout rate. Don't push yourself. And then number 13 is to see or not to see a therapist. And the last one for now, 14, how to get over burnout, a checklist. So in that last one, actually, let me show you very quickly before I wrap this up. I don't want to make this video too long. So in here, I basically created a checklist, a to-do list. Well, 2 lists. One list is a to-do list, and the other one is a do-not-do list for your burnout. This is based on what I have basically experienced. And then here you have heal from burnout, your to-do list. Yeah, you can print them out. And then heal from burnout, your do-not-do list. So check out my website. I mean, there's so much help. I hope that you will find it helpful. It's very easy. Let me go back to the home site. The link is getthroughburnout.com. See that here? Getthroughburnout.com. And you will find a lot of information, and I really hope that this will be helpful to you, and I will of course publish more articles. Thank you very much for watching, and put yourself first when you're going to burnout. You have to heal. Wishing you a beautiful day.